thanks to our new member, NYY7.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to talk about impeachment. Homeland Security Director. We need to get rid of this fool. This was an idiot. Because this fool did not do his job, close the border, get rid of illegal aliens.
What happened in our poll?
Okay, hold on.
So
we get into
63%.
They want to give you these.
Stop about that. Stupid. Okay, sorry about that. Stupid commercial. Sorry about the commercial.
Constitutional standard will boomerang back and hurt Republicans in the future. I can envision a future Republican administration where a Democrat-led House uses this precedent to act against a Republican cabinet member who isn't discharging their duties in a way that Democrats desire. So that's the opinion of Republican Ken Buck.
You gotta get rid of that fool.
Hey, thanks, Oliver Hernandez, for being a member. Yes, Oliver, there are going to be 2 votes. There are going to be 2 votes. The first of the two votes will be to reconsider the vote from last week, and the second will be to vote on the impeachment again.
Yeah,
that's my understanding. Reporter Jamie Dupree says the House will first vote on the motion to reconsider the vote from last week, which failed. If that passes, there will be a new vote on the 2 articles of impeachment.
Excuse me. Yes.
Thanks to our new member, NYY7, by the way.
Thank you guys coming in. This is PG-18 to impeach that knucklehead Homeland Security Director. He doesn't do his job. He said, now.
All right, if you have some, what happened in our poll? I'm going to end our poll. So 63% said, if YouTube said Mayorkas will be impeached tonight. 36% said no.
That's interesting.
I think at this point it's looking like it's going to be yes. Hold on a second. Let me turn this on. Why is this?
Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the 2/3 being affirmative. This gentleman from New Jersey seek recognition.
On that, I request the yeas and nays.
Yeas and nays are requested. Those favoring vote by the yeas and nays will rise. A sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered.
Oh, it's a different vote.
Their votes by electronic device.
So this, I believe, is another vote.
This 15-minute vote on the motion to suspend the rules and pass H.R. 5856 as suspended, as amended, will be followed by 5-minute votes on the motion to reconsider House Resolution 863 and adoption of House Resolution 863 if ordered.
Right.
This will be a 15-minute vote.
Okay. So what he just said is they are voting right now on a human trafficking bill. And I believe what he just said is after this vote, which is a 15-minute vote, then they're going to get to the 2 impeachment votes. Well, the first impeachment vote will be to reconsider the vote from last week. And if they approve that, then they will actually then, I think, have 2 votes, one on each article of impeachment. So this is not the impeachment vote, but I believe after this is the impeachment vote.
Yeah.
So that's what we're waiting for. We are waiting for the impeachment vote after this human trafficking bill vote.
Right.
Okay, everyone?
Yeah, this is breaking news, guys. So this is what it's...
So if you have any comments, get them in now, or any predictions, because we will be soon just following the proceedings with these votes. Let me also check and see if there's any other updates here.
So, yeah.
Here's an update from Jamie Dupree. Do Republicans have the votes to impeach Mayorkas tonight? Representative Mario Diaz-Balart, Republican, Florida. I don't think there's a question, but you never really know who's here, right? So I guess people could not show up,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I think the conventional wisdom is that they have.
All right, let me go ahead and change this. I need to put my titles up.
One of our viewers, S. Rule, says, I predict a circus of a Senate trial. From what I understand, there might not even be a Senate trial, or it might be a very short proceeding in the Senate. And the Senate's not going to vote to convict him.
Yeah. Because we got
There are
dumbass.
not enough votes for that. So again, this is a human trafficking bill vote.
Mm-hmm.
But the next vote, I believe, will be on the impeachment, or the first vote on impeachment. Thank you, Painting Services by Steve for your support. And again, just to remind you, after this stream, probably right after this stream, but around 7:30, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be doing a separate news stream bringing you live coverage of the New York special election to fill a House seat, which is tonight, and the polls close at 9. We will be coming on the air before that to fill a seat in this House of Representatives, which is not full right now, because George Santos was expelled.
Yeah. So, while he's doing that, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Live coverage of voting to impeach that knucklehead that says the border is closed.
Currently, there are 4 vacancies in the House, and one of them will be filled tonight in New York because George Santos was expelled on December 1st.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
So there are normally 435 House members. There are only 431 currently there because there's 4 vacancies, but one will be filled in this special election tonight. The current balance of power is 219 Republicans and 212 Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody votes on both sides, the Republicans can have 3 no votes, and it will still be 216 to 250. And that's what happened. Last week it was 215 to 215.
Yeah.
So just to show you the clock here again, this is on the vote before the, There's 10 minutes left in this vote, which is not on impeachment.
Yeah. Now, this is my friend, Agenda Free. He has reliable sources
Impeachment vote.
on breaking news. So, oh, by the way, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank everybody getting up to that 500 goal, 500 subscribers. You know me.
Martin Wiedebrand, our viewer, thinks this is just a stupid stunt that will come back and bite the Republicans in the behind.
No.
Look, the 3 Republicans who are voting against this, I believe all 3 of them warned that this could hurt Republicans in the future if you have a Republican president with Republican cabinet and a Democrat-controlled House. But only 3 Republicans voted against it last week.
And one of them is going to retire, so he doesn't care. He's a Republican. He's a rhino, so he's retiring. So there are going to be more people running this time. And I think more Republicans in this election are going to be, we're going to take a total command of the House. So
really quick, I'll read you a little brief summary
All right, here we go. This is what he has to say.
of the debate over this.
All right, let's see here. Man, they're voting so slow. Okay, now this is a vote for
This is a bigger summary.
yeah. This is not the vote to impeach him.
The New York Times says House Republicans' impeachment case against Alejandro N. Mayorkas, the Homeland Security Secretary, boils down to a simple allegation that he has broken the law by refusing to enforce immigration statutes that aim to prevent migrants from entering the United States without authorization.
Yes. He broke the law. He will not enforce that law.
The impeachment articles, says the New York Times, that the committee approved accuse Mr. Mayorkas of flouting several provisions of the Immigration and Nationality Act that say deportable migrants shall be detained until they can be removed from the country.
Yes.
The articles charge that the secretary pursued a catch and release scheme to allow inadmissible migrants into the United States, knowing it would be difficult or even impossible to ensure they would later appear in immigration court for removal proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the New York Times article says from today, what the charges do not take into account, however, is that Mr. Mayorkas also has the legal authority to determine which migrants to prioritize for detention, given limited bed space and long backlogs in the immigration courts. The United States has not had enough detention beds to accommodate the number of migrants awaiting removal proceedings for several years, well before President Biden took office.
We got 500 subscribers.
Even the Trump administration, says the New York Times, released migrants into the country because the maximum detention capacity, about 55,000 in 2019, was not enough to accommodate the number of arrivals seeking entry. But anyways, again, the basic idea of the impeachment is Republicans saying Mayorkas did not follow the law and has been too lax in border policy and not let migrants, for example, go into the country, for example, with a court date rather than detaining them. Whereas Democrats say that not everything he did, he is legally allowed to do. And also Democrats say nothing that Mayorkas did qualifies as treason, bribery, or high crimes and misdemeanors, which is the congressional requirement to be impeached.
Well,
this is not the impeachment vote.
no.
This is not the impeachment vote. The impeachment vote is, I believe, one of the impeachment votes will start soon.
Yeah.
I believe next the process of impeachment votes starts.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the impeachment vote. There's about 5 minutes in this one.
Yeah.
I should put that up there on the screen.
Yeah, you put a clock up there. So while he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, we got 500 subscribers. Thank you.
Not Las Vegas, it's Washington, D.C. Okay, and then what I should do is say this. Why is that? Ooh, I know.
Corporal has, wow. I'll probably do that later on. There's breaking news with that. New XL class ship. Wow, where this one going to be? I don't know. Oh, we're still waiting on that. They're still voting on,
That's obviously too big.
yeah.
It's not the impeachment vote. Oops.
Yeah. So, man, this guy's been doing it for a long time. I like him. If you want to know some news, real news, this is
There
a
we go.
agenda-free TV website. He does live, like, breaking news. So he told people to share his video. So that's
So
what
this
I'm
is
doing.
not the impeachment vote.
Yeah.
All right. Soon it'll happen though. So once this vote is over, which is like in a couple of minutes, we'll start watching them do the whole impeachment vote process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see if I have any updates for you.
Let's see what it is. Let's see here. If I take you. Uh-oh.
I'm not seeing anything in the last few minutes about anything that might have changed. I'm looking, but I don't see anything new. Now, Lisa Desjardins, who is with PBS, she says,
PBS.
this is the first in the vote series that we expect will end in a do-over of the vote on impeaching Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas. She says that is expected to be the first.
All right, hold on.
The third vote. We are on the first right now. I think the second vote is on reconsidering the impeachment vote that failed from last week.
I think.
So I think the second vote after this, the vote after this, I think will be about the impeachment, but not the impeachment vote.
Yeah. So we could.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to read you the Twitch poll results. Where are the Twitch poll results?
I need to set up a Twitch account.
What were they? I can't find them now.
Okay,
Why can't I just find
11:57.
Could somebody in Twitch tell me what the poll results were? I read you the ones on YouTube, and then I got distracted.
I got news to discover that.
Anyways, I don't know
yeah,
what
that
Twitch people
chick.
said about how
I need to go
about
back in
whether
and butcher.
he would be impeached tonight.
Let's see.
One of the Twitch viewers will say what it was.
All right.
Thanks to Haas McCayfabe for the bits, by the way. I appreciate that.
All right. Good.
There wasn't a poll. There was a poll. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
It says poll ended.
Okay,
I didn't see that. Didn't
all right.
see it.
So 500. We
Anybody
got
see the
that.
poll in Twitch?
Okay.
This vote is just about over right here.
So I had to get some hours.
Thanks to our member Christopher Anderson, by the way.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so they're voting on something before we get to the actual vote to re-vote.
And this is a human trafficking bill being voted.
Yes. What the Democrat Party supports, because they can't close the border. They don't want the border to close.
Cats are superiors says, surely the Republicans aren't having the vote without being 100% sure, right? Well, you'd think so, but last week they held the vote and then they lost.
Mm-hmm.
Underjolt says in the Twitch poll was 86% said yes, 14% said no, that the impeachment would happen tonight. Yeah, I mean, that sounds around right to me.
Yeah, it does.
What I would expect the poll to be.
It does.
Jason Santoro says, who is this guy and why are they trying to impeach him? Well, what I would recommend is I have a whole summary written in the red. That ticker going across the screen in the red explains the whole situation. So you can read right there.
Yeah.
He's the Department of Homeland Security Secretary. He oversees border enforcement. And The Republicans are impeaching him because, one, they say he has not enforced border law, and two, he has not cooperated with oversight attempts. That's the most brief of summaries. Democrats say that he hasn't done anything impeachable, and that the Republicans are just doing this because they disagree with policy. And it's a policy dispute, not an impeachable offense.
No, it's not confirmed that it's the kid. He had a criminal record.
Let me just see if I can get any updates for you here. Oh, you know what's interesting, by the way? Hold on. I'll have to get that back for you. Give me 1 sec, guys.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, that cut out. Give me a second. I'll get your video back. Get your video back.
Yeah.
I will. Give me 1 moment. I'll get your video back. They're not voting yet anyway.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. Okay. Actually, I will have this for you.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Getting it back on the screen. Hang on.
While he's doing that, yes, we are waiting for the vote.
Let's do
To
this.
impeach
I
the.
might need about 30 seconds to get that back up there.
Okay, I think you had.
Give me 1 second.
She had an issue with, but yeah, we need to give it that home
Again,
security
they're not
director.
voting yet at the moment. But let me just.
Well, this is not a new position.
Sorry, that was not my fault. That happened.
Homeland Security happened after 9/11.
We got to get that back on the screen for you, which we're going to do right now.
Why are we doing that? Let me go ahead and. Oh man! Okay, it's almost 6 o'clock, so they're running late as usual. Let
1 moment.
me
There it is.
see.
I got it. We're back. We are
Okay,
back.
so-
Let's see if this is working. Is this working? Do we got it back up there?
Nope.
Hang on a second. Hang on a moment. There we go.
Ooh. I don't know what's. Oh, okay. Records, Reuters, 32 hours. Okay, so while he's doing that, we'll get the latest news. The Senate had a marathon last night. Everyone just wanted to vote for some relief for Ukraine.
So we're waiting for this vote.
Man, they're going very, very slow on this vote. See, Congress is so slow.
Again, this would be the first ever cabinet secretary who was impeached, acting cabinet secretary to be impeached. In 1876, a cabinet secretary, the Secretary of War, was impeached by the House for corruption in office. But he resigned right before the impeachment.
So
there's only ever been one other cabinet secretary who was impeached by the House. And he was impeached right after he resigned. And that was in 1876. Oh, I don't know if they're like stalling right now. So hang on a second. If you look at the clock says 0 on this previous vote. So there's been some speculation of like, so if the Republicans want to win this vote, they got to get everybody there. You got to have a majority unless Democrats don't show up. But if all the Democrats show up, the Republicans got to get everybody to show up. So I don't know if all the Republicans have gotten there yet. If they're not there, the Republicans might stall until they're going to want to stall until they're all there.
I mean, they just can't tell time. Okay, so this is a
Sunday, sunny Florida says it's not going to pass the Senate. It's all a waste of time. Yes, if they impeach him, then it'll go to the Senate, and the Senate will not vote to convict him.
Yeah.
So he will not be thrown out of office.
Nope. But it's on paper. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and do this while he's doing that. Oh, as I was saying,
Ted Whitford says the vote is being extended. I haven't seen that, but it's very possible that the Republicans are just holding off until everybody gets there. Let me see if I can find any information.
Yep, that's it. Well, you do that. While he's doing that, the Senate had a marathon last night for a bill for
I am just looking for updates myself right here. Let me know if you hear anything new. At Lookner on X.
So while he's doing that, couple things. I don't want to interrupt him while he's doing that. Okay, let me go ahead and say, Senate had a marathon last night to try to pass a bill for aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, but not for the border. It passed the Senate, now has to go back to the House, and that's not going to pass because you got to put something for the border. The border needs.
Dan B, our viewer, says this means nothing thanks to the Senate.
Mm-hmm. But like he said, it's on paper, it's on record that he did not do his job and he got impeached for it. That's what they're trying to say. That's one of the reasons why the Democrats said Trump should not run because he got impeached twice, but he wasn't not convicted. So yeah, it's just called politics, and hopefully this will be breaking news and everybody say, "Hey, why did he get impeached? Because he didn't do his job." The border is wide open. Illegal aliens are having run around across the country. That's why New York City's having a lot of problems right now, and Chicago and Detroit and Denver.
It's interesting. Politico points out that Republicans are, remember this vote, the vote they had on impeaching Mayorkas failed by one vote last week. And one person was missing, Steve Scalise, who's a Republican. So with Scalise, that in theory would give the one more vote Republicans need to impeach Mayorkas. But as Politico points out, they only have a short time to do this because tonight, we're going to be covering this on a different stream, tonight is a special election in New York to fill a seat in Congress. And if the Democrat wins that election, right, if the Democrat wins the election tonight in New York, that would be another, presumably would be another Democratic vote against impeachment. So there is the possibility that very soon there will be, based on the election tonight, there will be another Democrat there in Congress, in the House. So they would want to get this done before that Democrat gets seated, assuming the Democrat wins, which we don't know. We will be covering the New York special election tonight. An impeachment is a proceeding by which the Congress can remove someone from office. But to remove them from office, the House has to vote to impeach them by a majority vote, and then the Senate has to vote to convict them by a 2/3 vote. You are watching the House. Oh, somebody mentioned, I forget who, one of the reporters I follow mentioned that what's going to be looked for is anyone not showing up, right? So right now what you can see is 24 people did not show up for this vote. Now maybe they just didn't want to vote, and they're there. But what would be a big problem for Republicans is if Republicans who are going to vote yes or are supposed to vote yes are not actually physically there to vote. So I have not heard yet that any Republicans are not physically at the House who are supposed to be there, but they all need to be there, presumably. Hey, thanks so much to Janice McConnell for your support. Thank you, Janice, for your support, Janice McConnell. Hang on, I gotta do this now. Dr. Z, our viewer, thinks they know exactly who is there to vote. Somebody, one of our viewers says, is this the impeachment vote on the screen? Oh, you mean on the screen that says on the top, not the impeachment vote? Just to be clear, I want to make sure that's what you're asking. Are you asking, is the vote on the screen that says not the impeachment vote, is that the impeachment vote? The answer is no, it is not the impeachment vote.
I'll go ahead and check.
Oh, the vote on the screen where the word not is in capital letters, where it says not the impeachment vote, is not the impeachment vote. Okay, Jake Sherman, who is a reporter, Jake Sherman says, we are 30 minutes into the first vote here in the House, and there are still 17 Republicans who have not voted. They need 0 absences to clear the Mayorkas impeachment resolution. So what he's saying is, if you look at your screen right now, actually there's only 10. There are 10 Republicans who have not voted in this vote yet. So now maybe they're just sitting outside and they haven't walked in yet or something. But remember, all the Republicans basically need to be there to have enough votes to impeach Mayorkas. This is not the impeachment vote. So you can see it's 9. See, it says 9 no votes Republicans. 9. Right here. 9. So Republicans want that to be 0. Well, unless somebody's going to not vote in this vote and then vote in the impeachment vote. MNP says, what happened to the 15-minute timer? I think there's procedurally some sort of way that it's allowed to go on for longer. I don't understand all the rules, but it's not a hard and fast 15-minute timer for the vote.
All right. I'm going to put this on fast forward because I think I'm behind.
So there are still 9 Republican.
All right, try it again.
At Mr. Jim's Dot Pizza, we're all about making pizza by hand. Made by hand.
Come on.
It's only natural because we also hand.
Sorry, guys. I'm waiting. Okay, here we go.
On this vote, the yeas are 414, the nays are 11. 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Okay. So I believe right now they're going to reconsider the vote. They're going to officially vote to have.
Pursuant to Clause 8 of the Rule 20,
Here we
the
go.
unfinished business is the question on the motion to reconsider the vote on the question of adoption of HRES 863, on which the yeas and nays were ordered. The clerk will redesignate the motion.
Motion to reconsider the vote on adoption of House Resolution 863.
Members will record their votes by electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
House voting now on whether to have impeachment vote.
Okay, so this could be 5 minutes.
This is basically a vote on whether to have the impeachment vote, because they had the impeachment vote last week and it failed. So now they're voting to reconsider that, to have the vote again. That's my understanding. So Republicans will vote mostly yes, and Democrats will vote mostly or all no. This is a 5-minute vote, but again, this is voting on basically whether to have the impeachment vote.
Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
So I would assume this will be a close vote, but barely pass.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here.
Remember, they're voting on whether to have an impeachment vote on Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas, who oversees border policy. Republicans claim he has not enforced immigration law. He has not enforced the laws on the books. Democrats disagree with that. They also say that he has not done anything that would count as impeachable. Also, Republicans claim that he has not cooperated with oversight efforts Republicans have made in Congress. And Mayorkas and Democrats disagree with that as well. He would be the first acting cabinet secretary to be impeached by the House, and the second cabinet secretary overall to be impeached by the House. But he would not be thrown out of office because the Senate would not convict him. So, again, this is just basically the vote to have the vote, as I understand it. I'm going to remove this so you can see that. Okay, Lisa Desjardins with PBS said this. She said, there were 3 GOP absences in the last vote, Mast, Perry, and Salazar, and the vote closed with 3 Democrats also out. So if the same number of Democrats and Republicans don't show up, then Republicans will have enough votes to win the impeachment vote.
Yeah, this is very complicated.
Again, you need a majority of the people voting who actually vote. So right now the vote is 205 to 203, and going up. But you need a majority of yeas over the rest of the votes. Of nay and present.
Okay, that's 1 nay. Not voted.
Okay.
1 minute. 13.
They are voting on whether to basically have the impeachment vote. Pistol Pete says this is very exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that Republicans will not hold this vote unless they're sure they're going to win.
Okay, that's 215. 216.
Okay, you can see one more Republican. Now Republicans only have 2 not there. Democrats have 3 not there.
This is going to be close.
All right, so it looks like this is going to pass. We'll see if any of the 5 who have not voted actually show up to vote. Looks like so. It looks like they're going to end this vote, which will pass, and then we'll get 2 impeachment votes, 1 on each article of impeachment. Again, impeachment doesn't mean he's thrown out of office. Impeachment means it goes to the Senate, where they will refuse to convict him.
The Senate will be having a trial.
Hey, thanks to Mitchell Pilot for the gift memberships. It's very kind of you, Mitchell Pilot. Thank you. Thanks also to our members like Donnie DeVio and Mary McHugh, too.
Yes, I want to thank Baron Noah that's on a cruise right now on the Jubilee.
Thanks to Max Weed for subscribing.
All right, here we go.
Thanks also to Patricia Morano for the Facebook stars and Athena Gunlock for the Facebook stars. So you can see 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats have not shown up. Where it would be a problem for Republicans is if the impeachment vote happens and you have more Republicans who don't show up than Democrats.
Okay.
So
it's 2 and
if
2.
2 Republicans are not there and are not going to show up for the impeachment vote, they better be sure that the 2 Democrats are also not going to be there.
On this vote, the yeas are 216, the nays are 211. The motion is adopted.
Okay, they're about to vote on impeachment.
All right, here we go.
The question is on adoption of the resolution. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The opinion of the chair, the ayes. For what purpose does the gentleman from Utah seek recognition? The yeas and nays are requested. Those favoring a vote by the yeas and nays will rise. A sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. This will be a 5-minute vote.
I believe this is the vote. I believe, or I might be wrong. I put it on the screen. I might have been too soon. Is this the impeachment vote? Can we confirm this?
I think it is.
Yes, Olivia Beavers says now on to actual impeachment. I believe this is the impeachment vote. Yes, HRES 863 is impeaching Alejandro Mayorkas, Secretary of Homeland Security, for high crimes and misdemeanors. Maybe there's just 1 impeachment vote, not 2. There's 2 articles of impeachment, but maybe there's just 1 vote. So this is the impeachment vote. This is the impeachment vote, okay? This is the impeachment vote right now. They are having the impeachment vote right now. I thought there'd be maybe 2 votes, 1 on each article, but I guess I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, House Press Gallery says the House is voting now on impeaching Mayorkas.
All right, here we go.
So, the only way Republicans are going to lose this, I think, is if, only three Republicans have voted no, and that's what happened last week. So unless there's a surprise Republican no vote, and that goes from 3 to 4, or if somehow some Republicans don't show up and fewer Democrats don't show up, it's going to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But the 3 nays is the same number as no's last week.
Yeah, it's those 3.
If that 3 were go to a 4, that would be a problem for Republicans, but that would be a big surprise. So if Republicans can get that NV down to 0, then they're going to win. Or if their NV is less than or equal to the Democratic NV, they'll win.
Okay, 190.
So look at that NV number for Republicans. If that goes to 0, then it's a win. There are 431 members of Congress right now, of the House. So 216, they would guarantee them a victory. See, there's 20 no votes and 196 yeses. So they either win with 216 yeses, or they can have less if there's some Democrats who don't show up.
All right, here we go.
This would be the first time the House has ever impeached an acting cabinet secretary.
Okay, it's tidied up
The House
down.
has ever impeached a cabinet secretary. The first was in 1876 when they voted
Okay,
to
we got the
impeach
200.
William Belknap, the Secretary of War, for public corruption, in office.
So it's a 200, 202 for Republicans. 203. We got 13 not voting yet. It's 203 to 197. Now those 3 Republicans are retiring. All 3 of those are rhinos, so they know.
Okay, so you can see the big question is, see that NV there?
Uh-huh.
The House needs those 11 Republicans to show up and vote, so they get 216, and then they will have a majority.
205.
Will this be the first time an acting
Wow.
cabinet secretary has ever been impeached?
205, 204.
And in the future, will this lead to more cabinet secretaries getting impeached by the opposite party?
Oh, we got 2 minutes. Okay.
There's still 8 Republicans who have not voted.
Come on, vote by seat.
R. Bushy says, has there ever been a back-to-back impeachment vote of the same person like this before? That I don't know.
All right, here we go. We're going to go to breaking
6
news.
Republicans have not voted yet.
All right.
If those 6 all vote yes, that's it. 5 Republicans have not voted yet. 5 Republicans have not voted yet. 4 Republicans have not voted yet.
3.
3 have not voted yet.
Come on.
3 more votes outstanding for the Republicans.
Come on.
It's 213, but if the 3 Republicans who have not voted vote yes, that is it.
Oh,
3 Republicans have not voted yet. Waiting for the last 3 Republicans to vote. I wonder if they make a dramatic thing and wonder if they decide who gets to be the last Republican to vote or something like that. Like if it's a ceremonial thing. Now, the only other problem for Republicans would be if somebody just decided at the last minute, I'm not going to vote on this because I don't support it or something. But they didn't know about it.
all right. 214.
Jake Sherman says Emmer just bolted down the aisle. 214, there it is. Seemingly looking for something. But I have not heard anything yet. You can see it's 214 to 213 now. So as of right now, are they going to close the vote now? Because it would pass right now.
On this vote, the yeas are 214 and the nays are 213. The resolution is adopted.
Yeah!
They have the House breaking news. Breaking news. The House
Pursuant to
has
Section
impeached.
2A of House Resolution 996.
The House has impeached
House
Mayorkas.
Resolution 995 is hereby
House-
adopted.
The House has impeached Mayorkas. The House has voted to impeach Secretary of Homeland Security Mayorkas.
Okay. Let me go ahead and put this on pause. All right, we'll go ahead and do this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's breaking news. The House has voted to impeach that knucklehead Homeland Security Director. More to come. All right. Oh, I forgot to do that. Let me go ahead and yes, it is great news. Baba Noah, how you doing, bro? I mean, you just why are you doing here on you? What are you doing here? You need to go in and partake. Have a drink on me. Yes. The knucklehead has been impeached. It goes to the Senate. Senate, a bunch of Democrats. But breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting ready to celebrate. I got me a Pepsi. But I'm going to end this. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The House has impeached that knucklehead, Homeland Security Director. I don't even want to say his name because it doesn't matter. But thank you guys for coming in, watching the breaking news. And yes, thank you for 500 subscribers. We're going to work on that. I got to get out of here. Thank you guys for coming in. I'll see you all later on tonight on the Z Show Cruise Phone because we got breaking news on that too. All right. See y'all later.